Hello, welcome to Kent Beer Reviews. Today we've got a collaboration beer with Weird Beard Brewing Company and Anspach and Hobday. Yay! Nailed it. And this is their 7th Church of the Apocalyptic Lawnmower. It's an older beer. As you can see, it's scuffed a bit there, but it's coming in at 6.5% ABV. And it's saying it's a cream ale, a dark cream ale. I purchased this at the bottle shop back last August. Yes, another old beer that's only just gone past its best before date, the end of June. And I'm reviewing this on the, I'm trying to get this price tag off. It's not going to happen, but it's a shame really. Let me get this out because I want to see this bottle cap because I'm sad like that. That'll do. But yeah, it's the same actually as the beer I've just reviewed from these guys. So I've got a pair of, yeah, like no entry devil kind of. Got a bandana and a face mask on a skull kind of thing. Anyway, let's get into this beer. Enough waffling. Shit, is that going everywhere? Not quite. So it's a cream ale, a dark cream ale from 2 London breweries. I must admit, I've only had one beer from, let me get it right, Anspach and Hobday. I'm probably butchering the hell out of that. Apologies. So yeah, got this at the bottle shop Bermondsey. So it's a 1 finger, just off white, slightly, yeah, kind of creamy, slightly brown tinge coloured head. It's jet black in the glass. Really is a dark beer, almost like there's a slight rubiness coming through, almost like a porter kind of look. I have no idea hops, IBUs, anything like that. Excuse me, not even had a drink yet. Let's get an aroma on this beer then. Try not to get up the nose. There's a slight vinous quality to it. Slightly dark fruit, so you're picking up a slight roasted malt. It almost smells smooth. It's one of them beers. Maybe a little bit of kind of toasted brown bread malt as well as that roasted malt. Let's try and just get a little bit of aroma by swirling it around. Maybe some darker fruits of maybe some blackberries, something like that. I'm intrigued. It's another style of beer. So I've just reviewed this one. It's the same kind of reviewing session I'm having. So you may have seen that at some point. I'm not sure where I'm not going to do back-to-back reviews of these. But so I'm basically getting a few old beers that I've completely forgot I had. I checked the dates. So I was like, oh, they need to be done. You know, I'm reviewing these 2 on the 5th of July of 2017. So this has got a best before, as I've said, best before June 2017. So I'm not picking up much else on the aroma, to be honest, and I'm not even sure what is in this, what hops. Very kind of subdued aroma. Let's give it a try and see if we can pick anything out. Cheers. Oh, quite carbonated. Definitely picking up the carbonation there. There's like a slight kind of caramel note to it, but yeah, that carbonation is quite pronounced. When I opened the bottle, it was like poof, and it stopped about half an inch from the top of the bottle, and then a load of smoke come up. So I was like, oh, okay. So I poured it carefully. Yeah, definitely a big carbonation note in this. Slight kind of hints of licorice. Decent bitterness back end, like a bitter licorice, not a little bit, that kind of bitterness to the licorice. It's an intriguing one. It's one of them kind of thinking beers that I'll probably pull out more flavours after I've shut the review down and stuff like that. Slight cherry notes. Apparently there's not much to the commercial description, I've just noticed. Named after a song by Lawnmower, I don't know if Deth, D-E-T-H, not Deth, but there's no A. Lawnmower Deth, call it, whatever. Let's pour the rest of this in, and there might be a little bit more information on the back. I'm only going to try and pick out certain things and see if I've got anywhere close. Just have one more sip. Maybe a slight hint of chocolate coming through now. Maybe bitter. It's very it's like a roasted malt version of a cream ale. I've only had a few cream ales in my time. I don't think I've reviewed many or any at all. Can't remember. Anyway, let's see what it says about the beer. The cream ale, or classic US lawnmower beer, is a crisp, dry, sensible drink with a little malt sweetness. Definitely picking up a sweetness, but I'm picking up that bitterness on the back end. I would say this is a lawnmower beer at 6.5%, so maybe it's an imperial dark cream ale. Who knows? I don't. But where we're going wrong, we don't need sensible. Yeah, what's sensible? So whenever you are strapping the machine over your shoulder and mowing down zombies with Timothy, kneeling at the altar of the 7th Church of the Lawnmower Deth, or simply cutting the grass, we hope you will join us and our friends Anspach and Hobday in enjoying our take on the style. This sounds like your kind of beer, Paul, from PA Brew News. Lawnmowers and death and, yeah, axes. Anyway, enter the church and see the beer, hear the lawnmower on all of our breaths. And it goes, you know, commercial descriptions, isn't it? None of this really matters, it's a beer. It's just me though. This very easy drinking, slightly sweet, fruity yet clean and dry beer that is inspired by Anspach and Hobday's cream ale, which I've never had, so I don't know. But with a twist. We up the ABV and of course the hops for balance, and added little dark malt to play with Sriracha Ace hops. So, apart from that, the only thing I've really gleaned from it is got Sriracha Ace hops. And that's it. There's not much else to it. And that's the commercial description off the bottle. Sorry it's a long review again, but I've had two beers back to back that I just don't know anything about. Not picking up the ABV. It's okay. Maybe because it's slightly out of date, it's past its best. Maybe the hops have faded. I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking out for. But there's definitely a kind of a licoriceiness there. It's a little bit thin on the body. Now I'm drinking it a little bit more. It's definitely quite carbonated. That's one thing that I'm not sure what they were pinning on. I'm trying to remember. Let's have a look. When was the last time someone posted this on Untapped? Excuse me. Is it going to tell me? Oh, not long ago. 3rd of July. So what's that? 2 days ago. So I'm not the only one. So that's cool. As for a rating then, I'm in one of them chatty moods again. So I know a lot of people get put off by the length of reviews. That's another thing. You have to what kind of range beer reviews do you guys want to see? Length of review. Do you want a chatty one like this one that's going on probably 15 minutes, or because there's lots of things in there I could have edited out. Do you want me to just go with the flow? Do you want it to be 5 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes, 7 to 10 minutes, or whatever, you know? There's some beers I will take longer over, and I've probably taken longer than I should with this one because I'm in the dark with it. But yeah, this is nice. I could probably drink this in the whole review with you, you know. I'm not going to, because, you know, there's lots of people like, oh god, you know, which is fine. It's nice. I'm enjoying that. So for me, I'm giving that an 8 out of 10. I think that's a reasonable score for a beer that's out of date. But to be honest with you, I don't think it's tasting out of date. Maybe the hops have faded slightly, but there's that kind of dark malt coming through, the sweet kind of licorice-ness to it. There's a nice bitter back end to balance up with that kind of malt, sweet malt licorice-ness at the front end. It's nice. It's a nice beer. It's got a lovely creamy texture to the mouthfeel. I might have even mentioned the body of this beer. It's a lower end of medium. But yeah, it's alright. You're not picking up the ABV, 6.5%. None of that at all. It's decent. It's a decent beer. So 8 out of 10 from me. I know it's a bit late. You almost certainly won't be able to get this anywhere. So if you've had this before, that's probably the way to go with this. The 6.5%, I think it's scuffed in my bag when I brought it back from Bermondsey in London last year. I've had it in the fridge for a while. So I've had this one before, the 7th Church of the Apocalyptic Lawnmower, a collaboration with Weird Beard BrewCo and Anspach Hobday. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. Thank you for sticking with me this long on another very long review. Yeah, I'll leave you in peace. Thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel and you've got this far, you've definitely got to subscribe, because I really appreciate it. Thanks then, and I'll see you on the next review. Cheers guys.